Good morning. This is the Bull from the Bull's Garden. Good morning, y'all. This morning, I'm adding a plum tree to our food forest. Now, this plum tree is a semi-dwarf plum. It grows to about 10 feet tall with about a 10-foot wide span on it. Now, this plum tree is a heavy producer of fruit. Now, when I bought this fruit tree here, I got it from Southern Living. Now, this fruit tree here did not have a name tag on it, so I'm going to have to call the company and figure out from the code that I have if they could tell me what type of plum tree it is. All that it said on it was that it was an assorted plum. Now, so I'm going to be planting this fruit tree here anyways. Now, let me show you right here. I'm planting it sort of right there on the curve, on the edge of the rock garden where it meets the grass. Now, there's lots of fruit trees behind that as well. I got Snow White Peach plum tree back there. I got some pomegranates and several other fruit trees, but nevertheless, we're talking about the plum tree this morning. So I don't have Dr. Ricky with me this morning, so I'm handling this by myself in terms of him being able to hold the camera for me and film, or him taking the lead out front, which he loves to do. Anyways, so dug this hole here, right here for it, and I amended it a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and add now some fertilizer, and I'm going to drop another whole bag of topsoil around it, and then I'll, mulch it heavily. Also, I'm going to be dropping in there, I'm going to be feeding it some food scraps, eggshells and all the fruits and vegetables that we eat, the leftovers. I'm going to dump those in there right now. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right. Step back here. All right, so I dumped all that in there. I'm gonna go ahead and add some fertilizer around the perimeter. Now this tree here is a little thick, I bought this tree. I got one of the more expensive ones that, it'll start fruiting a lot sooner. So, all right, let me give it a good amount of fertilizer, then I'm going to top it off and water it off. All right, so I'm going to soak it down. Here, I added some fertilizer to the tree. I'm gonna soak it down real good before I add topsoil to the tree. Now, normally I would have my my tripod so that I could be in the film some, but Roster Man decided to take my tripod and go play basketball out front, and the basketball ended up breaking off the tip of my my tripod. So now I'm gonna have to get a piece for it so that I can use my tripod. Rasta Man's been breaking a lot of things lately that belong to me, so I'm gonna have to deal with Rasta Man. It's getting out of control, breaking my stuff. All right, so now, you know, this tree's just going in, so I want to make sure that this tree is watered really, really heavy. Once I finish doing this and I add the topsoil, then I'm gonna water it again to make sure it's really soaked in there really good, and then I'm gonna add some mulch around the tree. And this whole area here is gonna get mulched anyway because I have lots of fruit trees growing around, and we want to make sure that all these fruit trees here, because here in the south it gets really, really hot in the summer months, so I want to make sure these fruit trees are well taken care of. So yeah, so later on I'll be calling the company, trying to see if they could tell me based on the code that I have and the type of trees that they deliver, if, you know, I mean, they should be, you know what I mean? I'd be really upset if they can't tell me what kind of fruit trees they're growing there. But anyway, let me show you here the tag a little bit. Maybe somebody out there can recognize what type of plum it is. It's from Southern Living. I know that's not the best. I'm not trying to get you all to read that. Just, you know, just kind of showing it to you. So it's grows to about 10 feet. Semi-dwarf here. And it can grow up to maybe, you know, up anywhere from 10 to 15 feet. But it says it's 10-foot semi-dwarf. I'm not going to let it grow any more than 10 feet anyway. Because, like I said, I don't allow none of my trees to grow real tall. You know, keep them at hand's reach that I can get to them, or maybe just a little step ladder. I'm not going to be climbing up no trees. So, there you go. All right, I'll be back in a sec after I finish topping it off. All right, so there she is, all finished off in her new spot. Now she can go ahead and have all her babies in peace. Produce, baby, produce. So she's all set there. Let her soak down for a little bit. So I have the plum tree right in that position, as I showed you, and as we come over, there's plenty of fruit trees to the left of that tree right over there, and that's I think it's a nectarine. That's a nectarine, and so right down the middle, that'll be the path walking into the continuance of the food forest. Now, as you can see all that junk back there, don't look at that as a mess. I don't look at that back there as a mess. I look at that. When I look back there and I see all those cut down twigs and branches and all that, I see that as biochar. I see that as ash. I see that as organic matter for this food forest that I'm going to feed back into the soil. So that is food, what you're looking at. I'm going to be planting a lot of stuff back there, and so just, you all stay tuned and see this food forest develop over the next couple years. But I'll try to bring something to you every day, or at least a couple videos a week there to keep you entertained. with the Bulls Garden. All right, so don't forget, guys out there, you know, subscribe to my channel. We don't only just plant fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. We like to do funny skits with the kids to keep these guys entertained, all right? So when we're not planting something, we're doing skits there to keep you guys entertained. All right, you all take care. Much love.